Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my channel, Cheating Being Scarecrow. If you're here for the first time, thanks for stopping by. And please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that like button. It will be greatly appreciated. If you didn't know already, I am a travel advisor and I'm coming to you today because I'm super excited because we have a group cruise that is coming up this December. On December 14th through the 21st, we are setting sail on the Carnival Celebration for what's going to be an epic group cruise experience. Let me know if you like to book because you don't want to miss out on this one. I don't know if you've ever been on the Carnival Celebration before, but if not, let me tell you, this is a huge ship. And it's like a floating resort of fun. Carnival has several ships of this size, but the Celebration is one that they did on their 50th anniversary. And it's on the Excel class. So that means big, the latest design, technology, and entertainment. If you are a person that has mobility issues, I strongly suggest that you go ahead and bring whatever mobility aid that you have available to you on the Celebration because it is a big ship. Hey, Team Scooter unite, because you need it on the Carnival Celebration. One of the great things that I experienced on the Celebration was all of the vegan options. I know I am the Cheating Vegan Scarecrow, but the Celebration made it easy for me to find vegan options. I even had a vegan burger at Guy's. I didn't even know they had that available, but to my surprise, even Guy's has a vegan burger that's available. And even I stayed in the dining room most nights because most things that are listed for your meat eaters, they have vegan options of that same caliber along with it. And it was such a relief. It was such a breath of fresh air for me to find so many vegan options available. And meat eaters, you have such a vast number of places that you can go and eat all kinds of new foods. And on this ship, you do have the Shack Big Chicken that is a crowd favorite. They do have good French fries that I partook on those. But there's so many. You have bonsai teppanyaki, bonsai sushi, emeralds, Rudy's Sea Grill. So many different options that are available out there. Street eats. So the Celebration is a foodie's dream. Where are we going? We're leaving out of Miami, and our first port will be Grand Turk. And then we're gonna head to Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. And then later we're gonna head to Nassau. And then finally, we are going to Celebration Key, Carnival's new island that's gonna come available the summer of 2025. So it'll still be fresh once we get there. And I'm looking forward to experiencing that. Grand Turk is one of those ports where you don't really have to go anywhere because once the cruise ship actually docks, there's a long pier and it takes you to the port that has crystal clear waters, and right there at the cruise port, you'll find beach loungers. Yes, it is that close. And you can actually go to Margaritaville and maybe they'll have a pool party and you have some local dancing or selling of handcrafted goods. But if you so choose to, you can book an excursion that allows you to have snorkeling or even a stingray habitat. But once we go to Amber Cove, that again, the port has a pool. It has everything right there. We're in the cruise ship docks. There's a long pier, and you can catch the tram to take you there. And Amber Cove actually has a pool right there on the port. You have loungers. You have shopping right there. Again, that port does not require you to leave. So if you don't want to book an excursion, you can just hang out at the port. And you can do swimming. You can visit tours where they have live birds, I think dolphins, or you can do zip lining right there at the port. They have an infinity pool as well as a regular pool that many people take advantage of. And if you do so choose to do an excursion, you can even do waterfalls tours, ATVs, or all type of cultural tours. There's a lot of entertainment there at that port. And once you get to Nassau, you know that's where Atlantis is. When we've been there before, we did the British Colonial Resort for a day. And that day we were able to just hang out on the beach, and we ordered food and drinks, and we were able to swim into the ocean. That was nice. Junkanoo Beach is very near. I think it's right next door. And you have Margaritaville right there on that same strip. And we also did the Margaritaville water park there one year, and that was fun. It's not as expensive as Atlantis, but you don't get as much as you would at Atlantis. So you have to weigh your options there, how much you're willing to spend. And our last port is going to be Celebration Key. Celebration Key is very new and exclusive to Carnival. It has beach areas that also have overwater cabanas. They have swim up bars and splash zones, all type of planned entertainment zones and maps. So it's debuting in the summer of 2025. So it'll probably still be very new to us at the time that we get there in December. So that's something to really look forward to, because we will be some of the first people to get there. So that's exciting. And another thing that we're doing is cruising together. And that's what's making this cruise so exciting and special, because it's a group cruise. And whenever you go on a group cruise, you have like-minded individuals that are looking to meet new people, and not only that, but they're making memories with people that may already know, and if they don't mind spending time with them and getting to know them well. So that's exciting, and we'll plan meetups and maybe some surprises, and even just a vibe that we'll have all week long. And that's something to really look forward to, and that's what makes it so exciting. Not only are we going on a cruise, but it's a group cruise, and we get to make memories all together. By the way, if you haven't figured out what you're going to give your loved one or yourself for Christmas, why not book a cruise. This group cruise is going to be considered a Christmas cruise because it's right a couple of days. It'll end a couple of days before Christmas. So the ship is going to be decorated all out for Christmas. And you're really going to be able to avoid all the holiday stress that comes along with Christmas, and you can spend the time there in warm weather. If you are interested in cruising with this group, hit me up at travelwyolanda@gmail.com. Spots are filling up, so don't think long. And I would love to cruise with you. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. December 14th will be here before you know it. So let me know, y'all. Come on and let's cruise together and make some memories. And hopefully I'll see you on the high seas.